Welcome back, everyone. I'm Brad Free. This is the preview section of the SoCal Report with a look at an outstanding card Saturday at Santa Anita. It's Santa Anita Derby Day, 6 stakes races, 4 graded stakes races, and we'll take those graded stakes races in chronological order as they're laid out on the card, and we'll start with race number 5. Race number 5 is the Grade 2 Royal Heroine at a mile on grass for fillies and mares. A field of 8 entered the race. There will be one scratch out of here. Number 2, Sweet Charity, will scratch from the Royal Heroine. She'll be running Sunday as the favorite in a 2 other than allowance race. And that will leave us with a field of 7. There was one key absence from this race. Enola Gray, smashing turf sprint winner last time out, was expected to stretch out for the Royal Heroine, but she's going to pass the race. She needs a little bit more time to recover. We're left with the field of 7 in the Royal Heroine. As I mentioned, Harmonize is the 5-2 favorite on the morning line. This is a race that doesn't have a whole lot of speed. Yes, number 1, Juno, is very quick, making her first start in 5 months, and she's probably going to set the pace, adding Lasix for the first time, switch to trainer Neil Drysdale, and she'll take this field as far as she can. I like a horse to post an upset because I like the trip that she's going to get and her improving form, and that's number 7, Hill House High. This will be the 3rd start of her comeback. She should sit second all by herself behind the speed, and assuming that Juno stops, Hill House High at odds of 9-2 for the very productive trainer-jockey combo of Richard Baltus and Corey Nakatani. She's going to get first run. 9-2, a good price on Hill House High. She can win the Royal Heroine if she holds off the late charge of Harmonize, who's making her first start since November. When trainer Bill Mott ships to California, he is deadly. So Hill House High looking for an upset win over Harmonize in the Royal Heroine. Race number 6 is the Grade 1 Santa Anita Oaks, and here's another race where we are absent a very good horse. Unique Bella is sidelined with tender shins, but that doesn't mean we don't have a horse to beat in here, and that's number 4, Bel Tasman, who we've talked about on this segment previously. She finished a good second behind Unique Bella last time out in her comeback race. She was subsequently transferred to trainer Bob Baffert from Simon Callahan, and this filly is very, very good. She's a daughter of Quality Road, making her first start for Baffert. Mike Smith will take over, and Bel Tasman will be very tough to beat in the Grade 1 Santa Anita Oaks. However, keeping with the theme of maybe coming up with the price play, well, I like a horse that's stretching out for the first time, and that's number 7, Princess Karen, who is listed at 8-1 on the morning line. And as we take a look at her most recent start, it was March 10th at Santa Anita in a 1 other than allowance race. She took the lead. She set the pace. They were going fast up front, 22:45 for 6.5 furlongs. And although Life's Blessing came to her at the head of the lane, Princess Karen kept right on running. She earned an 80 Beyer speed figure, the best of her career. She's getting better. I asked trainer Jeff Bondi early this week, what does he think about the 2 turns for Princess Karen, because she's never gone 2 turns before. And he says, I don't think it's going to be a problem. Neither does Mike Smith, who has ridden her twice. He's riding Bel Tasman. Neither does Gary Stevens, who worked Princess Karen last week, and he also believes that this daughter of Stay Thirsty will have no problem getting 2 turns. There are 2 main frontrunners in this field, Paradise Woods and Princess Karen, both stretching out for the first time. If there's an upset over Bel Tasman, I think it might be a sprinter stretching out. I like the price on Princess Karen, recognizing, of course, that Bel Tasman will be tough to beat. Okay, race number 8 is the highlight of the Saturday card. 13 runners entered the Grade 1 $1 million Santa Anita Derby. Here's another race. We have a defection, not really a defection, but Mastery, who would have been heavily favored in this race off his smashing win in the San Felipe. He was injured and he is out. We're left with an evenly matched bunch of 3-year-olds trying to make their way to the Kentucky Derby. You already know how I feel about Iliad. I was not impressed with his runner-up finish. But then last week, he went out and worked a very good, what was the time of the workout? It was 1:13:04, but it was how he did it. He galloped out super after the workout. I wanted to take a stand against Iliad. I'm kind of walking that comment back a little bit after watching him work, but he's the favorite at 7-2 on the morning line. But this is a tough race, and there is no shortage of speed in here. From posts 6 6-13. Nearly every one of those horses wants the front end. And if they go fast up on the lead, even though I picked Battle of Midway as the most probable winner, this race could set up very well for a 12-1 long shot by the name of Term of Art. And there are several reasons to like this colt. He's an improving son of Tisnow, trained by Doug O'Neill, who has 4 horses in the race. And there are the reasons to like Term of Art are as follows. First of all, his deep closing style suits the potential pace meltdown that might happen. They're going to go quick early, and Term of Art actually has a closing style that should benefit from a fast pace up front. His recent races are better than looked. BTL, better than looked. And why do I say that? Because he got beat 17 lengths, 6 lengths, and 8 lengths, but his Beyer speed figures are going up, 64, 84, 92, and his figures are improving despite race flows that worked against his closing style. In all 3 starts that Term of Art has made this meet, the race was won by the pace setter. Gormley went wire to wire in the Sham. Royal Mo went wire to wire in the Lewis, and Mastery went wire to wire in the San Felipe. Term of Art ran in all 3 of those races. He's a closer. He had no chance to catch the pace-setting winner, yet his speed figures continue to climb. Term of Art wants every bit of a 1 1/8 and beyond, and if they go quick up on the front end, he could post an upset at an appealing price of 12-1. My top selection in the Santa Anita Derby is Battle of Midway, but if we can get double-digit odds on Term of Art, that's where my money will be going. He's 12-1 on the morning line. I'm not sure how much buzz there is about this horse. From what I understand, there's plenty of that. So let's hope we get double-digit odds on Term of Art. I think he has a chance to spring an upset. The last graded stakes race on the Saturday card is the Grade 3 Providencia for 3-year-old fillies, and undefeated Surcat Sally is the 6-5 favorite. Yes, she is my top selection in the race, but the filly that finished second behind her last time out in the China Doll, a filly by the name of Beau Recall. Let's take a look at the stretch run of the China Doll on March 11th at Santa Anita. Surcat Sally, she's skipping away and winning the race, but on the far outside, Beau Recall with a sweeping wide rally, and she finished well, finished second, beating a length and 1/4 in a race that set up wrong for her closing style. She goes 1 1/8 on Saturday, stretching out from the 1 mile distance of the China Doll. She's not a big price, 3-1 on the morning line for Beau Recall, but if Surcat Sally does sustain the first loss of her career, it might be by the second choice in the Providencia, and that would be Beau Recall. Santa Anita Derby Day, Saturday at Santa Anita. In the Santa Anita Oaks, it's Bel Tasman. In the Santa Anita Derby, tip of the cap to the morning line favorite Iliad, potentially distance challenge. We'll find out. Saturday at Santa Anita. This has been the preview section of the SoCal Report. I'm Brad Free. Talk to you next time.